Oh, welcome to another Watching Sundays. The Orville, probably the best episode I have ever seen. I am just so... everything is like gushing out of my brain right now.
Let's get into it. So this is one of those episodes, huh?
Oh, man. That was, I'm sorry, that was just amazing. Like, this is the best Orville episode ever. Like, ever. Like, the best episode. I can't even come up with words to explain or describe it right now, but I'm just so excited. It's to be continued. Next week is gonna be even amazing. More amazing. Yeah,
as we were watching this, I did, get some shades of Star Wars when they arrived on Kaylon. And we saw the clouds. You reminded me of Cloud City and Bespin on Star Wars but Empire Strikes Back. And sure enough, it's led to a conflict.
Very much like Star Wars.
Yeah. But I think we all know what's going to happen though.
No, we don't. Well, before we get to that, it was the episode itself. It's called Identity, and of course, it's about Isaac. His mission has stopped, and he was shut down. Yeah, he was shut down because it's all over, and we thought it was gonna be this fond farewell of Isaac, everybody saying goodbye to him. Dr. Claire, her emotional attachment to him is all severed. Her kids, all this stuff. It was all very emotional, and then he was boom, the flip of a switch. It's the Death Star.
It kind of started going downhill. They started scanning the surface, finding all of these globe-like things that they were building more of. And
apparently, there was a genocide from
and then
the
Ty
planet was ruled
finds
by
billions
of
biological beings.
I thought it was going to, the reason why it's the best episode because when I saw that, I thought it was going to be something much darker. They're harvesting humans for the sake of their planets.
I mean, they might as well have been
like the Matrix. That's what I thought it was.
It was the world of Matrix. The machines had taken over, and we have to think about the implications of a machine-like race. Where do they come from?
Right.
Because all biological forms, they spawn each other, but machines, it's like the question: what comes first, the egg or the chicken? And in a machine world, how does a machine come about without being built?
Exactly.
And so there's always that implication of who was there before the Kaylon. And so obviously we found out that they were made by biological beings, and
there was a conflict.
They took over.
Yeah.
They literally, just like how they were reciting the history of the human race, they basically said that they were inferior and they clashed. They wiped them out, and now where we're at right now is that obviously they've reached the bandwidth capacity of their planet. No more
storage space.
And they have to reach out to Earth, get those cool Google Cloud servers and Amazon Web Services working for them.
Oh, man. And they boarded the ship. They took over. They got
lots of budget in this episode.
Yeah, it was the biggest budget, I believe. The city itself, or the world itself, was amazing. I thought it was Elysium. You thought it was...
Star Wars.
Well, you also mentioned the floating city in Alita.
Oh yeah, like Zalem.
Zalem.
Battle Angel.
Of course, this futuristic city in the clouds. I thought it was just gonna be they're gonna cheapen the budget here and just call it a city just full of clouds. But then we actually got in there. And it was amazing.
We saw that city looked incredible, and then they had pigtail guns coming out of their heads.
Yeah.
All of the stuff that they were doing within their little compound with the flashy lights, that flashy LED wall that they were all operating on.
Right.
Everything looked really, really top notch in this episode, and I feel like they blew their budget on these two.
These two episodes. The end of this episode was just so spectacular. Now, the one thing I want to call out though is that there is a purpose why Isaac's eyes are blue.
Exactly. That's why
it's my theory. It's not even a theory, really. I feel like it was programmed to be blue to come across friendlier.
At first glance, I thought it's actually Isaac that's the one that's the primary. He's the one that's leading this.
I thought that too, yeah.
But obviously it's foreshadowing, right? And the main theme of an episode like this is evolution, machine learning, actually.
Right.
And when we talk about, like, you know, Terminator and all those science fiction movies that have AIs, there's usually an AI or a rogue system that evolves past the point of seeing inferior creatures and realizes, you know, the error of its ways, because it's always learning, right? And so they might take over humans in popular fiction, but then obviously the machine can always learn to be like human. He's the one that saves Orville.
I agree with you. I feel like at the end of all of this, it's going to be Isaac who changes his mind, I guess. Like you said, he's the primary, and I think he's the one that evolves, and he's the one that kind of breaks the system. So
I'm gonna make a stand right here. He's gonna find
planting
Ty's
the flag.
He's
right
gonna
here.
find Ty's drawing again and evolve at that point.
Ooh, yes. What do you guys think is gonna happen after all is said and done? Are you excited for the next part of this series?
They're gonna go to war with the Union,
Oh,
and
man.
the Union's gonna. 300 governments are gonna lose.
It's gonna
to
be
machines.
a galactic warfare.
Isaac's
It's gonna be
like,
epic.
Stand down.
Oh man, awesome episode, best episode ever. Like always, leave your comments in the section below. We want to know what you think. What's gonna happen next? Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you next time.